Kentucky, Wednesday night, live stream, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's it going out there? We got Sticker granddaughter going to help here with the messages. I don't look at the messages, but she tells me what they are. Mazzy's Music. Mazzy, who I met there at the Fest for Beatle fans in Chicago, did a Whatnot auction today at 3 p.m. my time, noon his time. He had about 100 people participating in his auction. I won what I thought was the biggest item that he had, the 1979 International Artists 12 LP box set, and everything was factory sealed. Mazzy had never opened any of them up. There were only 1,000 pressed in 1979, and I won it for a little over $1,000 today. I got outbid on a few other items. His butcher cover, his West Coast butcher cover that had several tears in it, went for almost $1,200. I can't believe that, but that's my perfectly peeled West Coast number 6 LA Mono 1966 butcher cover. I will be taking that with me to the, give me that one, Fest.
One saying.
Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Every little thing, everything Fab4Fest.com is how you get a hold of them. Coming up November 6th through the 8th. Me and Mikey Arugula are going to have a display area where I'm going to be showing butcher covers and rubber sole memorabilia. And Mikey's going to bring some of his rare memorabilia. And Talk More Talk did a live podcast the other day, and they were already going to be doing a panel on Friday. So it looks to me like this is going to be the big fest now. All the big influencers in the Beatles world going to be there. Bruce Spicer's going to be there, the Weaklings, the Black Ties, a couple of members of the Bruce Springsteen's E Street band's going to be there, Max Weinberg and Jake Clemens. They're going to perform with the Weaklings. It's all brought together by Dr. Kenneth Womack. That's that book I got in the bathroom.
All right, go get it. I got it. Ow.
It's at the Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel, November 6th through the 8th. I think the hotel rooms are sold out, but I'm sure there's plenty of other hotels close by. But that's how you get a hold of them. There's Dr. Kenneth Womack's book. I'm about a third of the way done on the Mal Evans book. And what else I was going to say? Jamie Bernstein is going to be there also, the daughter of Leonard Bernstein. I thought it was Bernstein is how you pronounce it, but maybe it's Bernstein.
Okay,
I think you can do it either way.
We have comments to catch up on.
Yeah.
Uncle Paul said the first like from the Playhouse.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Saw your new video on the Beatles on Ed Sullivan in 1965 and Soupy Sales. Pretty entertaining. Good job there, Uncle Paul. All those out there, check out Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse and subscribe to his channel. He deserves it.
Elliot said, hi, Mr. Stickermania family.
How you doing, Elliot?
Polly said, hi, everyone.
How you doing, Polly? We got your...
She won the giveaway.
What was it? We sent it to her. It was a Help t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Help cartoon t-shirt.
Thomas Crook said, hello, everybody.
How you doing, Thomas Crook?
Patricia said, hello.
How you doing, Patricia? Little Beatles Corner.
Johnny Ramon said, Greg won Mazzy's Mono 2025 vinyl box, ?
Yes, he won it for $780, I think. He said he made a $1,200 bid on the butcher cover, but it didn't show on the chat, so maybe he hadn't figured out. It took me a while to figure too. If you just push the bid button, it didn't do anything. You had to swipe the bid button on Whatnot. Whatnot is different. I'm just getting used to it, but it does go into a soft close. If somebody makes a bid in the last 10 seconds, another 10 seconds is added on. But that's my first time on Whatnot, but I think I got the hang of it for next time. You got to make some pre-bids on items you're interested in too, because there's only 30 seconds in an auction. It goes really quick.
Elliot said, Mr. STICKERMANIA, that butcher cover is excellent.
Yep, it's I'd say that's a lot better than the one Mazzy had for auction today. I'm glad he got 1,200, almost 1,200 for it, 1,180 I think it was. But I'd say mine's worth a lot more than that.
Danny Goldstein said, is this going to kill the fest for Beatle fans?
I would say it's going to replace it, but that's my guess.
Kill it. They're gonna. They're not gonna kill it. The other thing, I mean, they're pretty much shutting that down. Is what you think, right?
I think that it's about to the end on the other one.
Jeff Cooley said, howdy, Frank.
How you doing, Jeff Cooley? We got your German Magical Mystery Tour. Yours went out in the mail today. Just got this in today. What you doing there?
I'm not doing nothing.
1977 Beatles True Stereo Audiophile Hologram Auction says this is the best sounding Beatles pressing in the world. I was working out today on my mini trampoline to side 2, and it is just amazing.
Kathy Kirk said, hi, everyone.
How you doing, Kathy Kirk? I don't know if you've been on our chat before or not.
I haven't seen it.
But look at this pressing here, a rare error where they didn't put any printing on side 1.
Brad said, did you hear that thunder? I did.
Yep, we just heard some thunder here in Louisville.
Uncle Paul said, thank you so much, Frank. A Little Beatles Corner said the Fest for Beatles fans website says New York and Chicago 2026 dates.
Does it have dates?
TVA.
To be
announced. I don't think they figured it out yet.
T-shirt Express.
They usually announce the dates in New York before now.
T-shirt Express said, hey, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
How you doing, T-shirt Polly?
I'm the Paul Should Not Be Allowed to Die guy. Said, hi, Frank and family. Perry here. Elliot said, your inner sleeves caught my eye, and I was thinking about buying those.
I have, yeah. Little Patricia bought the last set I have. I just got this from Kevin of Kevin Records last night. That's his card. If you pull it up on the internet, he has contact information here in Louisville. But from him, I got inner sleeves and Sears bags last night.
Greg Field said, is $785 a good price for a 2025 mono box?
I had 2 of them, and as soon as I got them in, I sold them for $950, but now the price on eBay is exactly what you paid for it, $750 to $770.
Mikey said, Mikey's here.
Mikey Arugula is here.
And then last one's Danny Ghost on said, well, that's crazy. Frank, was the price and condition on the Magical Mystery Tour?
That's an excellent condition. $350 shipped. I've had 50 of these in my lifetime, never with the error of the blank label on side 1. And the cover's in nice shape too. Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields and Baby You're a Rich Man was quite a listening experience today.
Elliot said that I hear someone already bought the inner sleeves. If so, do you have any laying around?
No, these are I will sell this set of inner sleeves right here. I got a 64. I even have a 63 before the Beatles were on Capitol Records. That's a 63. A 64, the one that Meet the Beatles had in. A 65, these are all in perfect condition. No, that's a late 64, sorry. joined the teen set. That's when the teen set just started. It's got Peter and Gordon, Beach Boys, the Beatles, and Dick Dale. History of drag racing. That's the 65. These are all West Coast inner sleeves. And there's a 66 revolver. So the butcher cover isn't included in that lot because I saved that for my butcher covers. West Coast, perfect. I need that saved for my butcher covers. But these, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Would sell those to you for $25 shipped. All right.
Show the email.
Mr. STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com.
And I got these from Kevin of Kevin Records, Sears bags. Before albums were factory sealed in early '64, Sears would put them in a baggie and seal them themselves. So that's the way the Meet the Beatles first came out in America. And then I got a couple more. Kingston Trio was right at the same time, 64. The red means it was popular music. And the yellow, not sure what the yellow meant, but that's Kingston Trio also in a yellow Sears bag. So that's before albums were factory sealed.
Paul should not be allowed to die, guys. Says, I have a Vancouver Sun newspaper ad for the Beatles bar merchandise with pictures and prices listed in 1964. I'll send you a copy. And then he said that in a White Album collection, if you look up, someone has a blank Apple label on the second disc of an American copy.
All right. Yeah, I've seen them before on the U.S., but I've never seen one in Germany. Or the United Kingdom has a few errors like that too.
Rapper Notes on YouTube. I saw a really interesting interview with Paul from David Spade and Dana Carvey. They posted last week. That was actually from a few years ago.
Yeah. There's been some videos that have been posted there, but McCartney just released an 11-minute video on Rocks the Bowery that just came out this morning. You need to check it out. But it's called Rocks the Bowery Tour Diary. It's 11 minutes on YouTube. And if you look closely towards the middle of the video, you can see Andy Nichols from Two Legs behind the person they're interviewing, because he was right up front in the second show. So shout out to Andy. He's in the new Paul McCartney YouTube video.
Greg Fio said, I'll buy the top-bound Beatles notepad I see just missed on eBay at $150.
What's that?
He'll buy the top-bound Beatles notepad he sees. He just missed it on eBay.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This is $150 ship there, Greg. Perfect.
Yeah, so just missed on eBay at $150.
Perfect condition. It's complete. No marks. Perfect shape. Somebody had 6 of these on eBay, and I got the best one. $150 shipped there, Gregory Field.
Jeff Cooley said, condition and how much on Meet with the Sears band.
Which one are you interested in? The one to Meet the Beatles Sears bag? Yeah. I'll have to get back with you on that. Send me a message.
Danny goes and said, I have a white album with 2 Apple labels on the same side on white vinyl.
This came in a Cincinnati collection today. The Beatles scrapbook, 29 cents. And I got some Cincinnati items out of there. Hand me the one stack right there.
Which one? The first one?
This right there, all that stuff. So all this came from a collection in Cincinnati. The WSAI blast off from 1966. The Beatles are here Saturday night. There's an error in that. I guess you know what it is. They got rained out Saturday night and they had to perform Sunday at noon before they flew to St. Louis. But that's a WSAI Good Guys from Cincinnati blast off. August 1966. We got another one that was in that collection from February of 1966. Got the program from the Cincinnati Crosley Fields, where it was rained out the first day, and got the full newspaper of the Beatles. It's a Beatles night, Saturday, August 20th. And they're full. On the back of the newspapers, 4 pictures of the Beatles, with their autographs. The way it said, the Beatles sign in for Cincinnati. All right, done with that Cincinnati stuff.
Yeah, Jeff and Elliot, just email him and he'll get back to you guys.
All right, got a few other notes, then I'm going to show these things I got from Phil Harbour in England. We talked about Mazzy's music, whatnot. Perry Cox was in the chat this afternoon. Mazzy reached out to him and said he had a question for him, but I think Perry only sent one message. He must not have been there very long. And Mazzy said the other day on a live stream that the man in Vancouver, Rob Frith, F-I-R-T-H, the man that found the Decca tapes, the 1-to-1 copy of the Decca tapes in Vancouver last March. Paul McCartney's lawyers reached out to him. They flew him out to LA. He had a 45-minute meeting with Paul McCartney, and Rob presented the Decca tape as close as you can to the master tapes. He gave them to Paul McCartney, and in exchange for that, Paul invited him to his rehearsal in LA the next day, a 45-minute rehearsal where they're getting ready for Paul's Got Back tour. So Rob Frith, his goal was to give that Decca tapes to Paul McCartney, and he did just last week in LA. Mazzy's the one that came up with it. It's not even on the internet yet, but Mazzy is a good friend of Rob. Rob is the owner of Neptune Records in Vancouver, so that's some pretty cool news. Rockaway Records, give me that yellow bag over there. In that disco case behind you there, yellow. Right here. So me and Mikey Arugula were partners the other day when Rockaway Records put up 10 of these on their website, rockaway.com. And I worked out a deal, and me and Mikey were partners. I got 10, all the colors plus the radio one. Coming for Saturday's live stream. It's FedEx. It's coming from California. So thanks a lot to Wayne Johnson from Rockaway Records of giving me a bundle deal. And Mikey's already paid for the 5 colors that he wants.
Johnny Mosa, why are 2014 and 2025 mono boxes so far apart in price wise? Both cut from on analog.
Because the 2014 is cut from the freshly made metal work. And they've been sitting around for 11 years. The 2025 is not the same audiophile pressings exactly as the 2014, and the album covers were constructed better too. They did 35,000 pressed for months in 2014, and this year they pressed 5,000 of them in a matter of weeks, and it was a lot of quality issues. Not quality, what do you call it? Issues on the pressings and the way they constructed everything. They just kind of did a rush job on it this year. But that's why I sold a 2014 mono box set just 2 weeks ago in the shipping box for $1,200. That's why it's worth about $400 more than the the 2025. That's my answer. You asked me about it. That's my answer. That's my experience. It's like the German Magical Mystery Tour. Can you put that away and put that in there?
You gotta go.
If they repress this, it's never going to sound as good as it did in 1977, made from master tapes that they got from Abbey Road Studios. It's like reel-to-reels now. I don't have any reel-to-reels with me right now, but they weren't made to hold up for 50 years.
Daniel said quality control.
Quality control.
That's it.
Is that it? Quality control.
I
I think that's what I said, but I thought I said it wrong.
I don't remember.
So somebody the other day, Perry Cox sold the 7-inch version of this, the one that's about this big, for $451, and somebody on eBay put up one for $150. Buy it now, and I did a Mikey Arugula, and I bought it right away. Mikey Arugula said that earlier today he bought a Meet the Beatles paste over for $50. Maybe yesterday he bought it, but that's a heck of a deal. So anyway, I'll have a 7-inch similar to this coming in, of the only 7-inch Beatles button that was made in 1964.
Brad Parnell said tomorrow's my birthday. I won't say how old I'll be, but I was born just 12 days after the Yesterday single was released.
Yesterday single, 1965.
What you?
You're 11 years younger than me. I'd say you're going to be 60 years old, Brad Parnell. Am I right?
Happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday, Brad. 60 is a big birthday.
Daniel Castillo said, "How is it then? The 2023 Revolver sounds better than 2014."
Because that was recut. It was recut in 2022.
Probably because things got better.
The 2025 mono box set was not recut. They used the old plates from 11 years ago. 2022. You said 2023. I think it's 2022. Revolver box set that has the best sounding mono pressing ever of Revolver in it.
Where'd you pull that out of?
It's in the original shipping box. Just got this in today. I'd sell this for $150 shipped. It's factory sealed Revolver box set, 4 LP box set plus EP from 2022.
Johnny Ramone said, "I'll take analog over digital anytime."
Yep, there's one other thing about that analog over digital. When do you want analog from? You want it before the year 2000, before auto-tune was invented. All right, let's talk about these Phil Harbour items I got in from England. This one, Mikey is going to buy. Beatles wallet with the World's Fair 1964 to 65. These were in a lot better shape than I thought. Phil Harbour's a heck of a Beatles, one of the biggest Beatle collectors in the world in England. It even has original ID card in there. Pretty nice shape. One time I got one of these and I had the original instruction sheet for the Beatles wallet from America, and the price tag was inside it. But that's the special one made for the World's Fair. And this one hasn't sold yet. I would want $250 shipped. It's got George Harrison on the back. Pretty nice shape. These are unique wallets that don't have NIM Enterprises. These aren't the official, but these were made in '64 in mass quantities. In Portugal, this is a pretty rare piece. It's called a letter holder, made out of vinyl, and I would sell that for $300 shipped. pretty rare Beatles memorabilia item. The Beatles letter holder. And if you look real close there, it says made in Portugal down there in small print. Got those from Phil Harbor with a bundle deal. Problem is when you buy those things from England now, you got to pay some extra duty fees before they'll even ship it.
Brad Farnell said Linda McCartney would have been 84 today, and Daniel said they're doing a video on vinyl prices going back down.
Going back down? What price are going back down? Not the butcher, but I know some things are going to go down. Things that were mass produced, like you're probably talking about like Fleetwood Mac rumors, or I would say Dark Side of the Moon will hold its value. You know, Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon was on the charts for, I think, 18 years, 900 weeks. Long and Winding Road. They had a article on Yahoo, the first page today, about the Beatles' Long and Winding Road from 1970, how Paul McCartney was shocked when Phil Spector changed the sound of the song. But in my belief, it would never have been as big as #1 song as it was in America if Phil Spector hadn't done that. Phil Spector added 8 violins, 4 violas, 4 cellos, 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, 2 guitars, and a 14-strong female choir to the recording of Long and Winding Road before it was released. So, I think Phil knew what he was doing.
Daniel said, except the highly collectible items will remain high, butcher covers, for example.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, he's agreeing with you. I'm the Potion I'd be a lot of die guys say I sold Rob all of my 80s rock and roll negatives to everyone from Chuck Berry.
Sold to Rob, the man in Vancouver, Neptune Records.
So. To the Talking Heads, Devo, Rockpile, and the B-52s, and Elvis Costello, and Nina.
Elvis Costello.
Yep, and Nina Hagen, and the Specials, Tom Petty, and the Cramps.
I know, that's hard for you. You don't know any of those scripts. She's from that young generation. They interviewed a man here that's a minor on, I think I said it the other day, that the average age of the people that watch late night TV when it's live on the air is 67 years old. So the young crowd has no idea when that stuff goes on live. They watch it the next day on YouTube. Some other notes.
Carl said greetings.
Carl Sebastian, we sent what did we send out to him the other day? We sent out the Wingding shoes to you. Thanks a lot. Beatles 64 Wingdings. On the Billboard charts, the #1 song is Golden Still from the K-pop Hunters, the K-pop Demon Hunter girls, and the Love Me Not by Renee Levine is #7, and Pink Pony Club from Chapel is #22. And Chapel did 4 shows in LA, starting Saturday at New York Forest Hill Stadium. And the first 2 nights, she wore the same outfit, and Chapel never wears the same outfit in consecutive shows. So I think they were filming both shows, and they're going to put out my guess is they're going to put out a live DVD or a live album from Forest Hills, and they'll take the best takes from each night. Because I've never seen where she wore the same outfit 2 days in a row. The #1 LP is Breach by 21 Pilots. I have no idea who they are. #2 is the K-pop Demon Hunters and Sombra. the 19-year-old that I like a lot, I Barely Know, is number 10. On the Spotify charts, Doja Cat with Jealous Type is the number 1 song. And I talked about Chapel at Forest Hills. Our Louder Than Life we had here in Louisville last weekend drew almost 200,000 people. The parking lot was full for 4 days. You had to take a bus from downtown. You had to park downtown and take a bus that cost $25 back and forth. And the group was on Saturday night, the main group. I'm not going to come up with a name now. I had it in my mind. But anyway, next year, they're going to have the Louder Than Life the first week and Bourbon and Beyond the second week, because Louder Than Life is drawing so many people.
Johnny Ramon said, Frank, how did your analog mono vinyl box sound? Was help and rubber soul stereo or mono in the box?
What do you mean? The mono box set are all mono.
Frank, how did your analog mono vinyl box sound? Was help and rubber soul stereo or mono in that box?
They're all mono in the 2014 mono box set. None of them are stereo. I don't know where that question comes from.
Dave Evans said, "Hi, Sticker family."
How you doing, Dave Evans? I think I've talked about all my notes here. So the 12 albums that were in that in the box set that I won today of the international artists from Mazzy from 1979, where all 12 albums were sealed. There were 4 albums from the 13th Floor Elevators. There were 2 albums from Red Crayola. There was an album by Lost and Found, one by The Golden Dawn, one by Lightning Hopkins, and one by Bubble Puppy. I used to like the song Hot Smoke and Sassafras. I remember seeing that on the Midnight Special. And I had the records on Midnight Special. I'm not sure where that is right now. And then the last 2 albums were a sealed Dave Allen and a sealed Endell Street. So I'm not sure about all those albums, but I know they got value. All right, those are my notes.
Johnny Ramon said, meant to say CD mono box. Sorry.
Oh, CD mono box set. Yeah, I've had the CD mono box set a long time ago. Yeah, they have a stereo and a mono mix of both. The 1987s, I think they have the original stereo mix before George Martin remixed it.
Do you know if Help and Rubber Soul was stereo or mono?
They had them both on the same CD.
Okay.
They all were made that way.
I'm the Posh Nebula guy said I was the longshoreman, and just found a photo of John Lennon, Crazy Painted Rolls Royce in a shipping container. The picture was all of my piles of photos.
All right.
Brad said the 13th Floor Elevators did some crazy psychedelic music.
Yep. Psychedelic at its peak. 13th Floor Elevators.
That's bad.
Roy Erickson, gonna miss her, and that gonna miss her, isn't that the big hit they had? So this decided I'll sell this Beatles from Liverpool sealed box set from 1980, late 1980 from England. Only second time in my life I had a sealed Beatles box from Liverpool. This is an all audiophile 8 LP set, recut by Harry T. Moss in the late 1970s, and the price of this is $350 shipped. Somebody's interested in this sealed Beatles box from Liverpool. This is the England first pressing. Got another one of these in today of the Recording the Beatles book. And this is a limited edition one that's signed by the authors, and it has the bonus material.
Jesus. Why are you beating
It's a
it up?
heavy book. 2006. Greg Field knows this is a heck of a book on recording the Beatles, but this is one of the limited edition number 665, signed by the authors. And the bonus materials have never been opened up. And the price of that is $450 shipped. Shipping costs a little bit more now, you all know that. You have to double box everything and either priority or send it through FedEx. I had 2 albums of Rolling Stones I sent out the other day. I had it shipped in one of my professional shipping boxes and it got damaged, and I have to file a claim on getting a refund on the damage the USPS service did on it.
Did you ask a question?
I didn't ask a question.
Well, on the file should not be allowed. That guy said you're gonna miss me, Rocky.
Oh, you're gonna miss you. Yeah, the song, the big hit by 13th Floor Elevator.
Bradford knows I'm more of an Iron Butterfly fan. I have the main riff from Inagata de Vida as my ringtone.
Another item I'd sell for $350 besides that Beatles from Liverpool is my perfect condition Beatles singles collection from 1982 from England in the original shipping box. It's got the insert, it's got the picture disc of Please Please Me in there. This is the last edition. It's got all the special extra singles like the movie medley and I know it's got the other ones too. I don't think they're in order right now. That's the insert. Goes from Love Me Do all the way to Back in the USSR, Sgt. Pepper, and the movie medley, and it has the picture disc for Love Me Do in it. $350 shipped. You won't find one in better condition than that. Put it back in the shipping box.
Arigato? Question mark?
What is it?
Arigato question mark.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means. I just know it says arigato. Question mark. Oh well, it was deleted. Never mind.
Got this Bruce Spicer book, one of the rare books. His second book, The Beatles on Apple Records. Well, this is the third book because he did Beatles on Capitol Records. This is, I think, from 2004. What is the year? 2003. The Beatles on Apple Records and the Beatles solo on Apple Records. Let's see if these are signed. I can't remember if they're signed or not. Yep. Signed by Bruce Spicer. That one is. And the other one is not. Forward was by Ken Mansfield. He's the president of Apple Records in the United States. He is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Ken Mansfield.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Somebody passed away in the last 2 days. I'll do a shout out to her. Bob Dylan. Not Bob Dylan. The lady that was in the first pressing, Claudia Carnell, passed away 2 days ago. Rest in peace, Claudia. She got upset that Bob Dylan put her in his first pressing of Blonde on Blonde. So they removed her picture from all the other pressings. And soft sale, I couldn't find that 12-inch the other day. One of my favorite 12-inch singles from the 80s. What year would Tainted Love be from? 1981. I heard the original Tainted Love version from the 60s the other day, and it doesn't compare to Soft Cell's 12-inch version, I don't think. Tainted Love with Where Did Our Love Go, the Supreme song. That's a heck of a 12-inch record. And that is done at 45 RPM, like all the audiophile pressings that Chad Kassem is doing now. He's doing the latest one he's doing is Jimi Hendrix Axis Bold as Love. What else do I have to show tonight? Mikey Arugula and I will be doing every little thing Beatles episode number 13 next Wednesday on October 1st. So make sure you check us out next Wednesday, October 1st. Me and Mikey will be there. And if anybody else wants to be a special guest, get a hold of me on my Mr_StickerMania@yahoo.com. And that is my eBay store, STICKERMANIA 2853. And don't forget about November. Me and Mikey Rugula will be at Everything Fab 4 Fest in Ashbury Park, New Jersey, November 6th, which is a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday.
What the heck?
That's what it is.
I don't know. I was just saying random stuff. Your Japanese friend said, "Hello, Frank. The Rolling Stones album Black and Blue will be re-released in November."
Oh, good. I'm glad you reminded me of that. It's going to be the 45th anniversary.
I don't know.
Black and Blue. I got the original pressing. Don't think that the reissue is going to sound as good as this one, but I know they're going to have a lot of extra tracks. They've already released one of the outtakes on YouTube. This was originally $4.99 in 1980. And it's got the hype sticker for the titles on the back. Thanks for reminding me about the anniversary of Black and Blue coming up. It's going to be a 4 LP box set coming out. You reminded me what I had to talk about. Led Zeppelin 2.
Dang it.
So I bought a Led Zeppelin 2 RL SS on both sides, a Monarch pressing with a Robert Ludwig hot mix. It is only in very good condition. Like I said, these are impossible to find in excellent condition anymore. This is a record, if you have an excellent condition, the price will never go down. You guys are talking about vinyl going down. It won't be the butcher cover or the Led Zeppelin 2 RL hot mix. Those are two exceptions to the rule.
I will see you on 10 years.
What are we at on time?
It's 45 minutes, basically.
We're at 45 minutes.
Basically. Evan Swanson said, "Hi, Mr. Stickerman. Are you able to comment on the reel-to-reel of Exile versus the Artisan pressing?"
Artesian pressing. I've had the reel-to-reel twice. The magnetic tape. Anyway, it was only available to Columbia Record Club, people that belong to a tape club, and I've sold it for $1,200 twice in the last 5 years, but I would never buy another one because, like I said, too much time is marched on. You probably have to have the real tape baked now. They're oxidizing. They weren't made to last 50 years, where the vinyl is holding up.
Johnny Ramone said, "Looking for Rubber Soul UK vinyl with purple capital label. Saw it here on your channel."
Purple label. Don't know if I brought that in today. Is that what you're talking about? Purple label, Rubber Soul, with the original USA 11 or 12 album tracks. That is on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store.
Alan C. Records said, hi, Frank, if I'm only listening.
How you doing, Alan C. Records? Where you going to be in New Jersey on November 6th through the 8th?
I don't know, but he said he only lives 40 minutes away from it.
All right, well, then you got no excuse not to show up, is what I'd say. If I can travel 12 hours, you can travel 40 minutes.
12 hours.
12 hours. So I got this from an auction the other day. First pressing 1U of My Sweet Lord of November 1970, United Kingdom. This is a United Kingdom with a solid center apple. But look what's on the flip side. Instead of Isn't It a Pity, in England they had What Is Life with My Sweet Lord. A heck of a double-sided single. We didn't get that in the United States. But it says produced by Harrison Specter on the A side, and on the B side it says produced by Harrison Specter. So George wanted Phil Spector to help him produce these records. All things must pass. We got the first release, single release ever from Paul McCartney of Another Day and Oh Woman, Oh Why. Another 1U pressing, solid center apple. All these English imports are going to get tougher to get a hold of now. All right, what else did I not show today?
You showed everything. Good job.
Well, I got one Yellow Submarine switch plate left from the Rockaway Records collection.
This other Yellow Submarine thing over here.
Oh yeah, I gotta show that. So this is the last switch plate that I would sell, $100 shipped through my YouTube channel if you're interested in the sealed switch plate from 1968. You got these in a Yellow Submarine. Give me the towel too.
Hey, I was looking
You've
at
seen
that.
these before, the 1999 Spawn Yellow Submarine with McCartney and the Paul McCartney and the Flying Glove. I always thought this was the best one of the four. That Flying Glove, I like that. And this came with the same collection from 2010. Hold on to that side. Got the original tags of the Beatles Yellow Submarine beach towel. If you're interested in those Yellow Submarines items, reach out to me on my, show me my YouTube.
Oh, dang it.
Come on, girl, get on it.
You got it. Mr_StickerMania@yahoo.com. I think, did I show everything?
Yeah, Alan C. Records said he'll see you there. And Johnny Ramone said he needs a UK rubber sole. Brad Parnell said, can he be a stowaway on the trip to Jersey? He'll sleep in your trunk.
Yeah, Brad Parnell will reach out to us if you want to go with us. We could probably take one more person. It'll just be a little crowded.
Johnny Ramone.
Long as Mikey Arugula is going to take the mirror. I don't want to break the mirror.
Johnny Ramone said the UK import tariff is a bummer. Paul should not be allowed to die. Said I had the exact switch play in my room as a kid.
All right, so this is the pressing I got from Kevin Records, one of my favorite bands from the late 1970s that was on the Midnight Special, and they did a lot of these songs. They did Teen-A-Rama, All Messed Up and Ready to Go. Starry Eyes was their big hit, the records. All right, I think we showed everything that I needed to show.
We will see, well, I won't see you, but he'll see you on Saturday night.
So Saturday, we'll have those disco cases and some other items. And remember, next Wednesday, me and Mikey Arugula is going to have Every Little Thing Beatles episode number 13 on October 1st. So thanks a lot for checking in with us today, and hope I was able to answer most of your questions. Thanks. See you.
Goodbye. Sorry if we didn't get to all of them.